Men seem to be the most loyal creatures in this world. No matter their age, they are always drawn to 18-year-old girls. While this may sound like a joke upon closer thought, it's quite telling, those wealthy, accomplished men, when they look back at their youth, often seek out the beauty of times gone by. Today, I want to tell you about a famous Japanese billionaire, Nozaki Kojiro. His fortune alone could make anyone envious, but what people remember more is his absurd, carefree, and womanizing life. Nozaki was not interested in luxury cars or mansions. His sole purpose for making money was women. He proudly claimed that for the sake of love, he spent 3 billion yen and had intimate encounters with 4,000 women. His bizarre beliefs and outrageous actions made him incredibly popular in Japan, frequently appearing on magazine covers. Even in his old age, he married a 22-year-old young wife. But life always has its twists. When a horse stumbles, so does the old man's love story. Ultimately, he fell victim to the skirts of his young wife. So what exactly happened in the life of this Japanese Casanova? In 1941, Nozaki Shinsuke was born in Tanabe City, Wakayama Prefecture. He had 8 family members in total, and he was the 3rd child. His family was poor, with 9 mouths to feed every day, not to mention that it was during World War II, and Japan was short on supplies. Young Nozaki quickly realized that life would not give him any favors. After finishing junior high, he entered society early to start earning money. However, his goal was not to improve his living conditions, but to pursue women, because at the age of 14, his mother invited a 30-year-old widow from the village to give him a sexual initiation. This experience left an indelible mark on him and ignited a strong, lifelong interest in sex, which became the driving force of his life. Nozaki worked jobs like collecting scrap metal and as a beer salesman. Whenever he saved some money, he would immediately go find women. Gradually, he developed a twisted belief. As long as he had money, women would always be available. One day, while delivering beer, he found a used condom in a foul drainage ditch, which sparked his first entrepreneurial idea. At the time, condom prices in Japan were high, and ordinary university graduates could not afford them. After analyzing the market, Nozaki realized that middle-class young people had contraceptive needs, but were too embarrassed to buy them. So he began wholesale purchasing and door-to-door selling, and the business boomed. This became his first bucket of gold, making money to find women, but inadvertently opening a commercial path. As his wealth grew, Nozaki's business empire expanded. High-interest loans, real estate, a brewery. With keen insight and business acumen, he transformed from a poor boy into a billionaire entrepreneur. Yet, his interests never changed. He did not care about luxury cars or houses. His eyes were set on young, beautiful women. His approach was simple and direct. Spend the night with me for 400,000 yen. No, how about 500,000? This crude method ensured he was never short of female company. However, in 2016, an incident made Nozaki a household name. In February, the police received a report of a burglary, with losses exceeding 60 million yen, reported by Nozaki himself. He stated that the thief was Mari Miyahara, a foreign model who had previously been involved with him. She took advantage of his absence to sweep away valuable jewelry and cash, but surveillance footage recorded the entire act. Ultimately, Mari was apprehended, but Nozaki said that what angered him most wasn't the money. It was the betrayal of trust. This incident made him a nationwide sensation, turning him into a minor celebrity. In December of the same year, at the age of 75, Nozaki published his autobiography titled, "My Purpose in Becoming a Billionaire Was to Sleep with Women." In the book, he recounted humorous and shocking encounters with women, openly admitting to intimate relations with 4,000 women, spending a total of 3 billion yen. The book immediately caused a stir, making his life and values a topic of nationwide discussion. The climax of Nozaki's story, however, came in 2018, the year of the murder. In the 7th of February old Nozaki announced his marriage to 22-year-old Sudo Hayaka. Sudo claimed to be a model, young, beautiful, and gentle, fitting Nozaki's long-standing standard for women. They met at Haneda Airport, where Nozaki was instantly smitten and began a relentless pursuit. A proposal at Kiyomizu Temple, lavish gifts, and persistent courting led to a quick marriage registration. Nozaki publicly claimed it was love, but in reality, Sudo was drawn by his wealth. Earning 1 million yen a month in pocket money was too tempting to ignore. After marriage, Sudo rarely stayed in Tanabe, often citing work trips, while Nozaki, already elderly and having suffered 2 strokes, was physically limited. Only 3 months into the marriage, happiness was cut short. Rumors surfaced that Sudo was actually an adult film actress who had undergone plastic surgery, getting close to Nozaki for money. Infuriated, Nozaki prepared for divorce, but never had the chance to act. On the night of May 24, 2018, Tanabe City was quiet and heavy. At 10 p.m. 77-year-old Nozaki Kojiro was found dead in his second-floor living room. He was naked from the waist down, seated on the sofa, body stiffened, as if time itself had frozen. The room showed no signs of forced entry or struggle, yet his posture was unusual, causing unease. When the police arrived, the people reporting the incident were Nozaki's new wife, Sudo, and his longtime caretaker, Takeda Hunta. Takeda explained the day's events. He went out for a walk at 4 p.m. to give Nozaki and Sudo some private time. He returned around 7:30 p.m. to find Nozaki resting upstairs while Sudo was watching television in the living room. About 2 hours later, Sudo went upstairs and screamed. Nozaki had already passed away. At the scene, several details stood out. Nozaki had always maintained a healthy lifestyle. Even in his 70s, he walked and exercised daily. There were no needle marks or signs of external interference. Yet the forensic report revealed 0.5 to 1 gram of amphetamine in his body, enough to be fatal for a young person and deadly for a 77-year-old. Strikingly, the drug had been ingested orally, not injected. Suspicion immediately fell on the 2 people most likely to have contact with him, his wife Sudo and caretaker Takeda. Takeda's testimony appeared reasonable. He had known Nozaki for over 30 years, cared for him after his strokes, and managed his daily life. He claimed he had no motive. If he wanted the fortune, he had ample time and wouldn't need to take risks. Sudo's behavior and background, however, raised concerns. During questioning, she appeared indifferent, showing no grief, seemingly uninterested in the inheritance. Investigators found she had previously searched for information on amphetamines and contacted a seller secretly, suggesting a possible plot for Nozaki's wealth. Further investigation uncovered a complex web. 18 days before Nozaki's death, his beloved dog died under mysterious circumstances. The dog's body showed no abnormalities, yet its death was closely linked in time to Nozaki's demise, implying a possible test run. Inside the company, employees reported that Sudo attempted to manipulate company funds only 2 months after Nozaki's death, transferring large sums to her private account with plans to move abroad. The case leaves enormous uncertainty. Did Nozaki voluntarily ingest a lethal dose of amphetamines, or was he deliberately poisoned? Was his young wife a companion of love or a scheming heiress? Could caretaker Takeda have unintentionally concealed the truth? The entire scene and investigation resemble a meticulously staged suspense drama. Every detail and piece of evidence could reveal the truth or mislead. Viewers can only follow the timeline, piecing together the final puzzle of the 77-year-old man's last night. Meanwhile, Sudo became a company director through an extraordinary shareholders' meeting just 2 months after Nozaki's death, attempting to transfer a large sum of money. The inheritance is entangled in legal disputes. At the time of his death, Nozaki's personal assets amounted to 1.3 billion yen. With no children and deceased parents, Japanese law allows the spouse to inherit 3/4 and siblings 1/4. However, Nozaki's will stated that he wished to donate all assets to Tanabe City. If the will stands, Sudo can claim up to 50%, sparking family disputes. Nozaki's life is a blend of commercial legend and absurdity. From a poor boy to a billionaire, he spent 3 billion yen chasing women, only to face a fatal betrayal in old age. His assets remained substantial after death, and the inheritance dispute continues. His life was full of absurdity, excitement, and controversy, illustrating how an individual can navigate the worlds of wealth and desire. Every element, fortune, desire, love, death, inheritance, resembles a theatrical drama in Japanese society. Whether you admire or criticize Nozaki, his story is endlessly fascinating.